There's still a couple days left of Series 1 in Galaxy and Topps Bunt. Let's rip some coin packs. Now, Series 1 is only going to contain the divisions in the East. Love the design of these cards. The relics, the signatures, even the base tier, all of the asteroids and space and everything going on in the Galaxy. Plus, it contains the new Galaxy base tier 6. The multipliers at 2.6 and even for the rare at 2.8 are pretty decent for you to use in contests. Now we're going to rip about 40 of these packs today, which is about 200,000 coins. The odds, at least for the iconics, are pretty small, so I doubt we'll get one of those. We should hopefully get a super rare in the meantime. But like I said, you know, the East is going to expire, I think, on Friday. So if you're trying to collect some of these cards, especially at these multipliers and especially at the guaranteed base 6, I definitely recommend ripping these open, but hopefully we can do well and get some of these missing rares and maybe even a couple super rares, and we'll see how we do, at least as far as the pack odds go on the super rares. We haven't pulled anything crazy. I use a lot of these in contests, and there's 75 in each one. In the AL and the NL, there's going to be 75 different players in each of the divisions. So it's a lot of cards to collect. And then after Friday, I think Friday anyway, a new division is going to come. So either the Central or the West. But there's our first rare right there, Caminero. Love this design, the relics and the signatures and the space. It just looks so clean. And I'm excited to get the next one. We're certainly going to rip open lots of packs when those come out. And, regardless of how we do today. But this kind of gives you a, basic maybe understanding of what to expect when you're ripping open some of these packs. There is value, though, in every single one of these. This Brandon Nimmo, although he hasn't been playing too consistently, when he has his good days, holy cow, does he have his good days. And if you're lucky enough to put in a 2.6 on one of those days, massive amounts of points. We haven't pulled anything too crazy, though. And we'll just have to see, if we could pull any super rares. And when I say we're going to estimate 40 packs, I don't exactly know how many packs because I'm in the millions of coins and it doesn't give me an exact number. So I don't know exactly how many. Hey, there's Junior again. So 2 relics in a row. I will give you, my name, in-game name on here. And so you can make some trades for some dupes if you want a dupe swap, which is totally cool. Well, I can swap for pretty much anything. Some of these I do keep duplicates, though. I know, in the past, some people do try to trade me and they send me, what appears that I have a dupe of, and they send me something that I quote unquote need. But I don't know if it's just people trying to stockpile a particular player, or they just assume that somebody's just going to trade regardless of how well they do. Like Dylan Cruz. If I like putting in Dylan Cruz, which does really well in contests, especially these 2 days, wow, 134 points, I'm going to want to put in 2 or 3 or 4 Dylan Cruz when he plays. So having duplicates of some of these is definitely important. But either way, though, I'm still trying to complete the sets. And at least as far as the signatures and the relics go, I'll pretty much just swap anything. That's a pretty nice card, though. Signature is pretty good. The relics are also really good. And hopefully we can try to get... And what's nice, though, about these 2.6 and the tier 6, here's another one. Jackson Holiday relic. Look at the asteroids just flying around. Even the space of where the relic is, the relic looks really, really clean. The images look good. But what's nice with at least the base 2.6 multiplier tier 6 cards is that you can do instant trade for them. So if you do pull lots of duplicates, you can get rid of all the ones that you don't need and try to get the ones you do need. Dylan Cruz again for the signature. That's weird on, at least on the 2 rares that we pulled, 2 of the rares, we pulled 2 duplicates. Caminero and Dylan Cruz. So I guess it's duplicate day. We're just going to pull lots of them. Aaron Judge. See, that's a nice one right there. That 2.6 multiplier. We're going to keep duplicates of that. So, I'm not going to trade out even this one, 2.6. He does really, really consistent. He's really consistent pitcher. And so, you know, cards like that, even if I need something or even if I want to, you know, put it into the just trying to get rid of it in the instant trade, I'm not going to instant trade that card because I'm going to put in multiple of those in contests. Either way, Mackenzie Gore, a relic right there. Very nice. Very, very inconsistent, man. I'm scared to put him in. He has good games and then he has a bad game. So I did that on the last game, actually. That's why no more am I going to put in Tanner to get a nice minus 26 for my contest. Yeah, it's not going to work. I'm not exactly sure how many packs we're at right now. I think we have about 9 more. 9 or 10 more. We'll just say 10 more and we'll just estimate it at that. We'll call this 10 more from right now. Because I think we've opened about 30. Maybe 15 just to be safe. Because I don't mind going over a little. Romuto, we'll take that one as well. Although he had a bad game last game. Good thing we didn't have him in there. Hopefully we do better this week in contests. Last week was tough in contests for me. We did not pull a single super rare though. I mean, it is 1 out of 35. Another signature card. We'll take that. But it is 1 out of 35. We're opening approximately more than 40. But you know what? We're going to get ourselves a super rare right there. We'll take it. Mackenzie Gore. Absolutely a phenomenal pickup for this one. Would not trade it. You know, 3.0, he is really consistent. So, you know, I like having him in here. I think he leads the league in strikeouts, actually, which actually kind of surprises me when I'm looking at these points, that his average isn't just a little bit higher, considering he does. I mean, his average is good, 120, but I think he leads the league in strikeouts. So I'm really not sure, but he's up there. He's in the top couple at least. Not even sure what pack number we're on, considering I just said that we would do 10 more. And let's do 5 more from here. 1 rare. Gunnar Henderson. Signature. Very nice. Beautiful cards, dude. I can't wait for Series 2, Series 3. Can't wait for the West to come out. Chase all of my Arizona players. Hopefully we have a lot in here. Nice win last night versus the Dodgers. Really, really good. Really good performance. I'm scared of our bullpen. Crazy scared of our bullpen. Even when we had 5, 6, 7 run leads, it always feels like it disappears very, very quickly. But good win last night. Let's do 2 more. Just for safe measure. I'm sure we went well over 40. We'll have to count it when we're doing the editing and stuff. Chris Sale, also a nice one to get. Last pack. You know what? Let's do 1 more until we get a rare. At least a rare. We're going to keep going until we get a rare. How about we keep going until we get a super rare? That is fantastic. So, Francisco Lindor. And we're going to get a Spencer Schwellenbach. Very nice. He's been pitching pretty decent. Had a couple bad games, but doing all right. Pretty good for a rookie. Anyways, yeah, we actually did pretty well. I'll have to say that was probably more towards the 50, but when I'm editing the video, I'll actually count. If you're interested in sending trades, I'm not going to really have too many of these cards on this account. I'm going to move them all over to my main account. So if you do want to make trades, you're probably going to need to follow this account right here. This is the one that is my main account. And so if you want to do some swaps and trades and stuff, you can send it over there. But either way, hopefully you did enjoy the video and hopefully you did enjoy the pack opening. Like I said, I love the Galaxy set. Friday should be Series 2, I would think. And either going to be the Central or the West. I'm kind of hoping for the West, but you know, maybe they want to save the best for last. Anyways, hopefully everybody had a good afternoon and enjoyed the video. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see y'all in the next pack opening. Y'all take it easy. We're out. Peace.